Hello, dear one. My name is Nanaya from Love and Freedom Life Strategies. I'm a health and life coach. We have been working our way through Psalm 23 from the perspective of a shepherd. A shepherd looks at Psalm 23, a book by Philip Keller. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. This is his promise. This is what he does. He restores your soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. We talked about this idea the other day that there are distinct voices in our head from many different sources, but one of the sources is that of the Good Shepherd, of the lover of our souls. And that voice is calling you, calling me along a path of righteousness. Righteousness, it just means right living. You know, many of us grew up with the idea that this book, this Bible, was full of rules that we had to follow, and if we didn't, we would get in big trouble, maybe even be damned to hell. That's not what it's about at all. This is a book that reveals the character of the Creator, and in so doing also says, you know, as the Creator, I set the system up this way. I set the world up this way. And if you make these kinds of choices, if you live by wisdom, then life is going to go better for you. And if you make these kinds of choices, things are going to be more difficult, more painful. So you just think about, like, relationally, if I have taken on the habit of gossiping and slandering the people around me, stabbing people in the back, talking about them when they're not in the room, that's going to come back to bite me. It's going to harm relationship. In the end, it's going to create pain in my life. But if I am truthful, honest with the people around me, if I keep a secret, if I'm kind and generous in the way I speak, people like that. Relationships are going to go more smoothly. So this is the idea of he leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. When we're living this way, when we're making wise choices, it ends up also honoring our Creator. Next, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. It's interesting, in this verse, the poem clearly shifts from the third person, the Lord is my shepherd, to you, to the first person. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. What Keller says is that in Psalm 23, there are two distinct phases. And starting here, the poem shifts into the spring and summer season, where the shepherd begins to lead the sheep slowly but surely up to higher pasture lands where the pasturing is better in the summer. This summer season, this drive up to the higher tablelands, is a time of intimacy with the shepherd. I mean, it's really intense, constant contact as the shepherd leads the sheep through this meandering journey upwards, up the mountains, through the valleys. And it has to be the valleys because that's where the water is. That's where there are hidden gems of nourishment. That's the path that has the gentlest incline to get up the mountainside. And in the valley is where the best grass and foliage is hidden for the journey along the way. But also in the valley, there's a lot of danger. Flash floods and sudden storms can hit. And also, this is the easiest place for predators to hide, in the crags along the way. The shepherd knows this. The shepherd knows all of the dangers and also knows that this is the best path to get to where they need to go, to greener pastures. The shepherd knows the dangers and the pain in your life, and also knows that the path you're on right now is the best one right now and is leading you. I have often asked myself the question, what kind of person, what kind of companion would it be in my life that I could say, just by their very presence, I fear no evil. I feel strong and safe and okay and no fear. What kind of person must this be? What kind of characteristics would they have to have for me to feel safe and strong no matter what is happening around me? What kind of person and characteristics would you need so that your valley is turned from a place of horror, of terror, into an experience altogether different? David, the writer of this psalm, is saying that in his experience, the Good Shepherd's presence is all he needs to fear no evil. That his experience of God and his understanding of the characteristics of his Creator turn a place of horror into a place of peace. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. May this be a comfort and a strengthening and an encouragement to you today. Thank you so much for being with me. Let's continue to learn and grow and practice together. Peace to you.